Yo guys, what's going on? This is Yoki Man here. Welcome back to another episode of this Football Manager 2021 beta save here with Man City. We've played a fair few games now. We're going to take on Borussia Dortmund in the group stage. I think if we beat Dortmund, we go through. The group stage has got a bit hectic all of a sudden. Like all the games are piling in on us like really quickly. They've gained a lot of speed. But let's go through the fixtures off camera so far since the last live com and see how we've been getting on. And we've actually done all right, really. We started against Juve, and this Juve result looks a little bit iffy, right? It looks a little bit like it was a close game. But in reality, we went 3-up pretty handily. In the 78th minute, at 3-0 up after Badej just scored a goal, I'm thinking in my head that this is done and dusted, 3-0. But they came back really late on with Morata. He just sprung our offside trap like, boom, like nothing. And it caused me a lot of problems later on. Their XG was actually better than ours. So, I mean, I try and avoid that as much as possible when we play them the second time round, which isn't that far off. But for literally 84 minutes... they weren't dangerous, to be honest with you. They really weren't dangerous, and Morata came on, and yeah, they just took a different form. We actually picked up our first loss of the season as well, against Leicester, and they were just really clinical. I mean, there was nothing I could do about it. It was just clinical. Iheanacho wasn't even Vardy. It was Iheanacho, and he was really clinical, and the less we remember that, the better. We moved on then and we played against Gladbach, and this was a really fun game to play. Again, the team showed what they can do at stages because we went 2 goals down. Wolf and Ginter scoring for them. So we went 2 goals down, and Sergio Aguero comes on the pitch and kind of rescues it for us. We played, it doesn't show you now, we ended up playing 2 up top with Aguero and, was it Aguero and Jesus? I think it was Aguero and Jesus. It might have been Aguero and Badaj. I don't know. But it worked. It worked. It fully worked. Aguero bagged a double, and then Diaz got a late one from a free kick, and we got to walk away with a 3-2 victory. But as you can see, Gladbach actually played fantastically against us. So taking them on today, I'm not looking at it as if like easy peasy game this, because the last time we played them, it was nowhere near close to being easy. They're going to be difficult. They're a task in this group. They're not a team we're just going to walk through. They've proved that. A 0-0 against Villa, simple case of us not being able to break down a team. And then against West Ham, we just beat them 2-1. We scored 2, not early goals, but 2 goals in the second half, and they got one late on. Put us under a bit of pressure. So as you can see, we're not in the greatest of forms. We kind of hit like a little bit of a rocky patch. We need to find our form. Also, I'm looking at working on maybe putting some background music in. I don't know yet. A lot of content creators who do FM don't have background music, and that's how they're the guys I watch. So I don't know if I'm going to put background music in. I don't know. Also, just a note to touch on it that with 2D, I'm genuinely just a fan of 2D. I'm an old man, obviously, when it comes to Football Manager. Maybe it's the nostalgia. I might try and do some more bits in 3D. Maybe we'll play today's game in 3D, but I just genuinely preferred the game in 2D. So for the majority of the time, you're going to see it in 2D. There aren't that many people on YouTube that play in 2D. So I've got to do it, haven't I? For all those guys out there that actually like playing in 2D, I need to do it for them. But anyway, let's pick the team for the match. We're going to rotate a little bit. Let's be honest. We're going to rotate a little bit. I've been taking requests and stuff. Well, not requests, but suggestions for players. If we get good suggestions, I'll definitely look at players. Let's remember, we don't really have any money now, but it doesn't mean the board won't give us some going into January, hopefully, or in the future. So that's always an option there. Also, I do stream on Twitch 6 days a week at the moment since the beta release. That obviously will probably ease off at some time, but it's kind of like treated as my full-time job at the moment. Sometimes we go some ridiculous hours into the morning. Yesterday, I streamed until 8 o'clock in the morning, so the hours are a bit crazy at the minute. The game's absolutely messed up my sleeping pattern, but we are enjoying it nonetheless. So, you know, if you do want to come and hang out in the streams, feel free. I have a good time. I like to think that the people watching me have a pretty good time, usually at me failing and laughing at those failings. But let's get into the game this episode. I'm going to stick with a one-game mindset for now. Get the episodes out quicker. They'll be a little bit punchier, a little bit faster paced, because I'm a rambler. If you like that, good, because I like it. And yeah, let's pick the team. Right, so this will be the squad for the game against Gladbach. We're going to go with Badej up top, give him the opportunity. Silva and Sterling right and left. Foden, Gundogan, Fernandinho. I'm still working on the midfield roles. Not sure on them yet. Not sure on halfback. I do like it because we're playing quite offensive wing-backs, but I'm still not sold on it. Gundogan is the deep-line playmaker, and the Mazzala as well, I'm not sold on, but we'll keep working on it. The second formation we've been using with the cam Came in clutch last time. We had to go to a cam against Gladbach, I think, and then 2 up top. This seemed to work fairly well, especially when we got De Bruyne on the pitch. So if he's on the pitch, we're tending to favour a cam now. Really do like the Gladbach lineup. I'm not going to lie. Like, Sommer is difficult to get the ball past. I know we got free pass, but he held us out for a long time. And they just seem to work well together. And Bolo, Wolf was fantastic. They got Plie starting this one with Thuram. So they've got a strong team. They're going to be going all out for this one. They need to win it, really, in reality, in the way the group is. So we need to focus and make sure that we play our game in this one. And we're a little bit safer at the back than we have been of recent times. They do some opposition instructions as well, I reckon. And what I like to do at the moment with the way that our players play is just mark the back four. Just not mark them, sorry, just press them. Just why not? Just press that back four. And then I kind of like to pin who I think their playmaker is, right? We are going to tight mark Thuram, obviously. Always tight mark him. I don't want to show anyone onto weak foot because I imagine Plie's pretty decent with both feet, right? I like to kind of pick out who their playmaker is going to be. Now, I think it'll be Newhouse. I don't know. Nobody knows, do they? So we'll press him to give him less time, and we won't mark him tighter. We'll just press him. Basically, the idea is I'm going to give him as little time as possible on the ball in order to find Mbolo, Wolf, and Plie. Mindset, but it might work. We'll see. The problem is without having a cam, it's got to be the striker really that presses him. So it doesn't always work. Does not always work. I'm already at skipping these. I might have mentioned it, but I skip these. They're too long. They're too long. I love the idea, right? I love the idea. It's great that they're doing them. Let's give this a go on 3D. So director, let's give this a go on 3D. I'm not sold on 3D. It will be majority 2D, but we'll give a bit of the 3D match engine a show off in this one as Cancelo's going to play that towards Foden. Cancelo now will whip that in towards Philip Foden and Gundogan hits it off the post. I'm going to have to slow this down a little bit because my eyes are not that good. They are definitely not going to be able to track the ball. It's the ball I've got an issue with. It's the ball I've got an issue with. I can't keep track of it. And it's causing me a couple of problems. But we're playing all right so far. Good start. That's not great from Foden. And Foden, to be honest... Oh, God, please get to that, Edison. Foden, to be nonchalantly got to it. Foden, to be honest with you, he hasn't really been good for us so far this season. And it worries me because I was really expecting... Oh, come on, Sterling. I was really expecting him to be great. Be one of those players that just stood out for us this year and really progressed as a player. So far, it's not worked. Oh, we're aggressive tackle, really? Oh, is he going to give the foul? I was going to say, you can't really dive in there, surely. Let's see what the VAR says, but I'm assuming this is going to be it. We're at home as well, so we're going to go attacking, because why not while you're at home? When at home, go attacking if you're Man City. Gundogan's going to take this penalty. Definitely could have changed that, but it went pretty fast. Let's see if he slots it home. He should do, and he does nicely. 1-0 lead, and this is already a much nicer feeling than the first time we played against them. A much, much nicer feeling. And we've been dominant so far. XG of 1, obviously we had the penalty, so I think that definitely helps. Gundogan there to Cancelo. Back to Gundogan. Let's see what we could do when we whip it in. It's those kind of balls that I can't see on 3D. It's those kind of balls that I'm just like, well, where's it going? Because it goes a little bit quickly, but it's fine. The movement I'm enjoying so far. The way we're moving the ball is fantastic. Great ball in. And there we go. I talked about him, didn't I? I talked about him. Phil Foden said I weren't happy with him. He's managed to bag himself a goal. And we're 2-0 up here. And at 2-0 up, we're going to go key highlights, boys. We're going to go key highlights. There is no need to prolong this game out any longer than needed. We don't need to see that back any longer than needed. We're already 2-0 up. We seem to be in the driver's seat, fairly comfortable. And I got to be honest, I weren't sure that was going to be the case in this game. But the changes seem to be working, and I do genuinely think that opposition instructions, unless you're playing like a high press, is a great way to only press specific areas of the pitch. And when you press specific areas of the pitch, you leave yourself less open at the back. And that is exactly what we've been doing. We've been way too open at the back by pressing willy-nilly. Oh, what a ball from Badesha Sterling. He's got to put that to the side, hasn't he? But when you're pressing all over the pitch, I find we get pulled out of position. We get found out. We're conceding a lot more goals. So doing this way and just pressing a core like the back line and maybe a playmaker will definitely help you not concede as many goals. Without a doubt. It's worked wonders for me. We've conceded nowhere near as many in stream saves, and hopefully in this session while I record some Man City beta save for you, it'll be the same scenario. That's not a terrible ball in. I would have preferred he got that a little bit deeper, to be fair. Zinchenko now will pick that up very nonchalantly, but it's fine. Ake, still quite far forward, he'll just kick that against, was that Embolo? Yeah, just kick it against him. Why not? We're still looking at players as well, because I want to change the style of Man City a little bit. I don't want to do this save as if we're Pep and spend a load of money, to be honest. I want to change the way we spent money. I think Man City... Oh, Foden! No, that was close. Off the post. I think Man City have not always spent wisely when it comes to winning Champions League and the Premiership. And we've seen that in recent years compared to like Liverpool's transfer policy. I want to change the way Man City do it a little bit and be a little bit clever with it. That's why we signed a player like Badej. He's an 18-year-old. He's kind of an unknown prospect because we don't know how he's going to come out, how good he's going to be. He's probably not a ready-made player that you would usually sign, but we've gone and taken the punt on the young Senegalese striker, and I like that. I think that's what we're going to look to move towards in the future of this save. I'm hoping we get 2 or 3 seasons. I am very happy, actually. I'm hoping we get 2 or 3 seasons done, to be honest with you. I think we can do it. I think the amount I played the game, we're nearly at the 100 club. Let me know if you guys are anywhere near the 100 club, but we've nearly hit there already. I think this is, the day of recording this has been out a week, basically, as the beta, and we're nearly hit the 100 club, so I can't complain at that. It's been pretty decent. We are going to look to make some changes soon, I think, and rest a couple of players. Yeah, let's make those changes now. Let's see what we can do. Let's bring on Braff for Sterling. I want to give Braff quite a lot of game time. Mentioned it before, but I am a fan of his. Let's bring on Ferran Torres as well. So that's the wing sorted. You have one more sub. I'm not sure who we want to do, though. I might not do any more subs. I'm quite happy with the players there that are on the bench, staying on the bench. I think where we do lack a little bit is in centre mid. I want to sign a new centre mid, and the biggest issue is going to be money. We don't have it. We don't have no money, so that's going to be the issue. I mean, that was another reason why we went with such an unknown product up top. That's not a terrible ball in. Bernardo, Gundogan, back across. Foden, Badej. He's got to slot it home, hasn't he? He's got to slot it home. But that is another reason why we went for an unknown. What can Niehaus do here? Okay. That could have been dreadful for Edison. That really could have been bad for Edison, and I thought it was about to be. But yeah, we need to start thinking of midfielders, because I feel like unless I'm playing Foden, Gundogan, Bernardo Silva sometimes in midfield, De Bruyne, Rodri and Fernandinho, but Rodri and Fernandinho like alternate at DM, so we need somebody else that we could play in there. I'm actually going to praise the lads here, because why not have them all happy leading into the end of the game? They've done exactly what we needed to do. A very professional job. We've got it done. A 2-0 one. Look at me there. Dapper on the sideline. And I couldn't be happier. What a performance. Phil Foden proving me wrong, getting a goal. Really happy with that victory as we get to see the beautiful game save again. Honestly, game save this year is a game changer. The game save speed this year is a game changer. So there we are, top of the group and qualified with 2 group games to go. What you do love to see. And, Gladbach could still go through. If we beat Juve and Gladbach do the business, we could actually end up knocking Juve out, which would be great, right? But as I said, they come thick and fast. The next game that we play is a Champions League game against Kiev. Then we'll play West Brom and then Juve. And I think the next live con we're going to come back for is the Liverpool game, because it's a big one. The second time round, we are still... Well, we're not top of the table, but we kind of are. It's neck and neck, 22 points each. We've won 7, drawn 1, lost 1. The draw was against Aston Villa, which is frustrating. Their draw was against West Ham, so really 2 frustrating ones. Their only defeat was against us, and obviously our defeat coming to Leicester, which was a bit of a surprise and very frustrating. Raheem Sterling, our top goal scorer so far, and probably the best player I've used... Arguably the best player I've used on FM so far this year, and certainly the best player in this Man City squad at the moment. He really does have a lot to offer. He's so quick and very effective. Just sometimes wish he could finish more of his opportunities. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I will catch you for the next one. Hopefully these will come out a little bit quicker now. I'm learning to juggle the streams, which is pretty much I streaming as a full-time job at the moment, so the streams are very long, and then juggling getting recordings done and making sure I have some downtime as well, because my voice is kind of getting used to doing all this. Also recording other series on the channel, as well as trying to find fresh ways to bring you guys new content is it's a juggling act. It's a juggling act, but I am enjoying it. We did hit 500, guys. We joined the 500 club on YouTube, and thank you. Just thank you so much. What an amazing moment for me, Rayleigh, to hit 500. We've nearly hit 1K on Twitch this year. That has been an awful year since I started taking content creation seriously. It's really flourished, and it's been great for me. I appreciate all the support as per usual. Take it easy, guys. I'll see you in the next one.